Peace, family. My name is Vicki Dillard for African Diaspora News Channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to give the video a big thumbs up, and share the broadcast. Thank you so very much, family. I want to remind us why and demonstrate for us why it never pays to court your open enemy, why it never pays to reject your own people in order to have the embrace of the oppressor. Watch this very brief clip of a recent swearing in of a GOP senator from Nebraska. Watch this very brief clip, family.
Thank you for your work. Thank you. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sure.
Wow. Wow. Family, let me just read to you from this brief article written by Rianne Lubin out of New York. Just recently, of course, it just took place. The headline says, MAGA World tries to defend Nebraska Senator's husband after he refuses to shake hands with Harris, saying he had a cane. Family, watch this. It says members of the MAGA world have defended a Nebraska senator's husband for brazenly snubbing Kamala Harris when he refused to shake the vice president's hand. Republican Deb Fisher's husband, Bruce Fisher, was by her side while he was sworn into her third term in the U.S. Senate by Harris on January 3rd. But when the vice president congratulated them both and extended her hand, Fisher's husband, who was holding a Bible in his left hand and a cane in his right, briefly glanced up at Harris and muttered, "Thank you." The senator took the Bible from him, the lady who was sworn in, his wife, freeing up his left hand, but instead he put it in his pocket and continued to look down. Harris raised her eyebrows and shook off the snub with an uncomfortable smile as the group posed for an awkward photo. Family, that's just outrageous. Now, regardless of what you think about this, I just want Kamala Harris to remember what she did. When you run around for years letting foundational Black Americans know what you're not going to do for us, when you let other people groups, you promise them and assure them of tangibles and money and resources that you're going to give them, when you promise folks like in Israel and other folks around the world, Ukraine and stuff, that you're going to continue to give them billions and billions of dollars to engage in unjust conflicts. No disrespect, family, but that's what you get. She needed to learn this lesson, even if it was unjust, even if she considered it to be unjust. I'm going to remind you of this headline, family. This is just one of many, right? What does this headline say? This is from the New York Times. As Harris courts Republicans, the left grows wary and alienated. I won't read the whole article, but just reading you the subtitle, the subheadline that says the vice president's tack to the right, support for Israel in the Gaza war, and incremental policy proposals have alienated progressives and raised worries about waning liberal energy. It goes on, the article talks about President Kamala Harris makes a broad play to the political center. Some Democrats worry that she's going too far in her bid to win over moderates who are skeptical of former President Donald Trump in private and increasingly in public as election day fast approaches. How many of you all know that during the DNC, the Democratic National Convention, they didn't bring in voices like ours that have the ear to hundreds of thousands and even millions of foundational Black Americans? Myself, I'm talking about in collection with a handful of us foundational Black American voices that use alternative Black grassroots media. We're the ones that had the sway in the elections. How many of you all know the Democrats lost? How many of you all know that had to do with our commentary? How many of you all know the Democrats lost the Senate? That had to do with our commentary. How many of you all know that the Democrats lost the House of Representatives? That had to do with our commentary. The mainstream bootlicks did not encourage Black Americans to stay home or vote for Trump, to punish the Democrats. That was more in line with our commentary, yes? So no disrespect, but during the DNC, Kamala Harris and the DNC, they brought up a bunch of Republicans to talk. Did y'all know that? Yes. And rejected voices like ours that spoke on behalf of the actual common man and woman, the Black grassroots. Well, that's what you get, sis. Even if it seems unjust, these are the people that you embraced and you traded us for them. Well, there you go. I can't wait to hear what y'all have to say about it below, beloved. I am getting ready to conduct on January 26th another free webinar where I'm going to be breaking down the dark energies, the hidden hand, and actually some of the American witchcraft that was involved in the recent domestic terrorist attacks that took place here in the United States, in New Orleans and Las Vegas. They're claiming, beloved, that it was ISIS inspired. Beloved, it's way more to the story than you know. I can't talk about it online. We got to talk about it offline. We've got to talk about it in private. Again, it's an absolutely free webinar. I'm going to be breaking down the spiritual, the metaphysical, and the geopolitical implications of what took place. And I'm going to expose the true hidden hand behind what took place and what's going on. You don't want to miss it. Go to my website to save your free seat today at VickiPlanet.com. That's VICKI planet.com. Go to my website, VickiPlanet.com. Of course,